This Saturday of college football rolls on with a mid-afternoon feast. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers and the Bears. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Chanticleers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Bears offense will be first on the attack. And here's a freshman that, despite not being highly recruited, has burst onto the scene. What an addition to this offense. He has performed much better than his high school rankings. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And talking to the coaches coming into this game, third downs were going to be big, and this defense specifically. Could they match the physicality of this offense? And so far, that was a big no. And because they got it by a good bit. They've got to be able to establish themselves physically and dominate the line of scrimmage.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. Looking to throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The Chanticleers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. Not a highly touted recruit, but what a job in camp to win the starting job here for the opener. Offense in a bunch formation. Lopez. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. It's Lawrence. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Defense wants to bring the heat. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On the option. Now the pitch. Breaks the tackle. Out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. He had 3 or 4 more yards to go, and it'll be a turnover on down. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Alexander. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. The field goal is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Jumped on top of the pile. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to impose their will with the run. There's some room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap to the back. He's got the 1st down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Bears! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lawrence. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll try to do it himself. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. And the Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Alexander. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might as well stick with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Look at this. He's going to catch it right in front of his own goal line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Nice grab. Good footwork. Everything you want on the completion.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw it again. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Throwing, Lopez. Looking deep. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. Touchdown, Coastal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's got 67 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Find some fresh air. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Lacey. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Demon Deacons trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, Coastal Carolina's head coach told me at the half. He told me that he is probably going to stick with this young player. Although they are leading right now, he is concerned about the play of this young star. He said, I've got to see a more consistent performance for him here in the second half, but they are going to give him that opportunity to right the ship. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Motion from the back. Here's Lopez to throw. Pressure coming. On the move and looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Keeps it himself. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. And the shot that clears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Finds the big tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
There's a crease, and he's wrestled to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. And the Bears have this offense rolling. Looks as if he's going to run it. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Running inside, it's Alexander. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Lopez. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Gardner. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The shot that clears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And that last completion left him with 2nd and 1. And this is a fun moment for an offensive coordinator. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the shot that clears with the 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Snagged out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes it past the marker. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Powers through the defender. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And tackled there by the defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lopez unleashes one. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot. so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll bring him down right at the 20-yard line, and a 4th down looms and decision time for this offense. And the field goal unit is on the field. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead down to just 3, 20-17.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The shot that clears, trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gardner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. It's complete. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Ready. 2-22.
Throwing, Lopez. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lopez to the air again. Under fire. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Lopez to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Makes the grab inbounds.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, down on the home team sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The freshman running back being attended to. We hope he's able to get back in the game shortly. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll move the tight end. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He's got it on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bears! The Bears have the answer. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll go with a direct snap. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They feed him again. Fighting off the defender. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Running inside, it's Alexander. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to